Welcome back to the show. Bitcoin to 100K. What comes next for XRP and XRP price forecast? Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. You can follow us on Twitter, YouTube, and digperspectives.com for exclusive content. Right now, it is $3.24 trillion market cap for cryptocurrency. The market is off by 0.8%, but take a look at this. Bitcoin now 92,800 plus and 3,100 plus for Ethereum. 128 billion plus market cap for USD Tether at the moment. XRP number 6 spot's $1.10 right now. We're off 3.3 on the 24 hour, but we're up over 60% on the 7-day. Very quickly, USDC, 37 billion plus market cap. We're waiting for the real USD, ladies and gentlemen. Where's it coming? When is it going to be there? I think it's getting close. Look at the range of price ranging between $1.07 and $1.14. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Let's keep it going, XRP. Today, we're going to take a look at a lot of different technical analysts and some other news. So let's move through this and get a broader perspective of what everyone's thinking they're seeing on these charts and those types of things. This is a critical moment right now. Everybody's life is busy. Let's get into it here. Let's start with a couple pieces of news. First of all, shout out to Paul Barron here. Let's take a listen to this as he broke down the uploaded video. 778,000 subscribers where he talks about XRP memes, because we know that there is First Ledger has jumped off on the XRP ledger, right? We also know there's an NFT platform, XRP Cafe. Lots of stuff happening on the ledger right here. But let's listen to Paul Barron and what he has to say here.
But I think we're going to start seeing a little bit of movement here within the meme tokens themselves. You saw the piece right there on Drop. So Drop now is a $10 million market cap. This is meme tokens. Granted, if you're going to put your money in these things, just understand you're going to lose it all.
Amen.
That's the number one thing. But you're going to have fun with it. But the idea is there's going to be some winners out there on meme tokens. We've already seen this happen so many times. All right, so they are already getting listed over on Bitrue. So this will be another reason that we do see pumps like this all around, especially some of these meme tokens. Could Drop be the select winner of XRP? There's always a lead meme token that kind of leads the way on all these chains. Is Drop the one to play out on this one? Just kind of look at XRP market. This is where you can track a lot of this. This is, of course, the movement on Ripples, which is another meme token out there, almost running up and hitting an all-time high. And again, here, of course, is Ripples on X, saying also they're expecting to get listed on Bitrue as well. So again, more availability will usually cause these things to pump.
No doubt. And think about the attention that's happening now. Now, I'm not a meme coin guy myself, but there are a lot of people out here that love playing around in that. I almost equate it to like a penny stock market, right? There's more losers than there are winners, right? But people want to play in that kind of stuff because they love to trade a lot. So I'm more of a long-term investor, but I wanted to show that for people who may be interested in it. Let's take a look at this. And obviously, as Paul said, rightfully so, proceed with caution if you're getting into that. So experts assert that Stellar's XLM space launch is imminent, targeting an 850% upsurge to $2.27. Now, you guys know I'm holding some XLM, so this didn't do nothing but put a smile on my face when I saw this. I'm going to keep my head on a swivel when it comes to Stellar and XLM on that one. And shout out to Emi Yoshikawa, the VP of Strategy and Operations at Ripple, has announced that she is going to be moving on to a new chapter in her life. And I want to congratulate her to that. And I hope that she has all the success she's looking for and more in her next chapter. And I have to say, I've had the pleasure of meeting Emi 2 different times. And although I know I don't know her, I know that when I met her, she has an amazing energy. And I wish her all the best on her new endeavors. So congrats to her. And look at this. Ripple CTO and Cardano creator find common ground amid XRP and ADA rally. Now, this is really interesting and super humble of David Schwartz after he had been cussed and called names by Charles Hoskinson, a year or so ago. This is a real change of pace here, but you know what? I still am very concerned about Charles because we know that there is clear evidence that when Charles was at the Ethereum Foundation, he did in fact work closely to help Wan Zhang and CCP China get behind and integrate into the Ethereum blockchain. This is why I'm highly encouraging you to go get the film Rigged from the Start, SEC's War on Crypto. Some people have wrongfully tried to say that ETHgate is dead. Well, let me tell you something. We're going to keep fighting, but not for you, for your children and our children, because ETHgate is not dead, and it is very, very dangerous once you understand just how bad it is. Make sure you go see that film. But nonetheless, shout out to David for talking to Charles on this one, and it was a pleasure talking to him, says David. Midnight, which is a project, sounds extremely interesting. And what is it really? So let's take a look at it here. Just simply so, Midnight is ideal for any use case requiring data and or metadata protection. It's a distributed ledger architecture, increases data security, enables self-custody. Its ZK capabilities enable scenarios where attestations about the underlying data is required without revealing the actual information to the querying party. These features are essential to enable innovation in use cases such as digital identity, asset tokenization, balloting, and that is, I want to learn more about it. But, you know, I also want to learn more about Charles's actual involvement in Ethereum and putting together CCP behind the network of Ethereum. There is so much there that needs to be answered, I tell you. But nonetheless, I want to follow this as well. So, but look at this. XRP Ledger Axelar integration with Squid's cross-chain trading app to launch, connecting XRP Ledger's Super DEX, baby, to also connect to XRP Ledger's EVM sidechain, to Axelar's 55-plus chain network. It's a multi-chain world after all. It's a multi-chain world after all. Listen, I have said it a million times. I'll say it again. You know, you don't have a DEX worth using unless the world's using it. And if the world's using it, it's not just a decentralized exchange on the XRP ledger. It's a super decentralized exchange. Now, that's got me very excited. And I want you to listen to the first few seconds of this. And by the way, shout out to this guy who posted this, Levi Crypto Crusaders. Give this guy a follow. I don't know how long he's been out here, but he's doing a great job. So shout out to you, Levi. And I want to celebrate you and his clip that he has here.
The game is the game. And you have to play the game. So, okay, so maybe you don't have thousands to invest. I've seen many, many people in markets like crypto go from $500 to $500,000. Now, there's a lot of people who don't either, but all I'm saying is the opportunity is there. You don't need to bet your house. You don't need to have huge savings. You just need to focus on what you're doing, understand how to manage risks a bit, and how to look for opportunities. And it's the self-teaching is, how do I become that guy who's got a $500,000 portfolio, considering I've only got $500 today or $1,000 today?
Is that
And that is
possible still?
Yeah.
And it is possible still, right? It absolutely is. And I tell you, you know, obviously a lot of people will end up losing. You know, that happens in any area of trading, right? But if you really get into this space and start to look at the projects that are going to have real utility, I have met people over the last 7 years that have done exactly this with $500, right? So, because I know that not everybody has the money to just throw aimlessly at a markets or investments. And that, you know, we understand that. Everybody's got bills, you got family, you got things you got to pay for, you know, but it is possible. It is very possible. And I know it for myself. So I understand that, and I know that a lot of people here do. This is why I think it's a critical time to re-engage family and friends and make them aware that, listen, things are changing. If you were skeptical a year, 2, 3 years ago, you might want to come back to the table and take a look at what's going on here, because we're about to get legislation and institutions are starting to move into this space. So there's going to be some clarity coming that has never existed before. So why not give it the time to your for yourself to take a look at all of this stuff. And you don't have to sell your house, just like he said. You don't have to sell your cars and just go all in, right? But just get yourself some exposure in a place that you feel comfortable doing so. And take a look at this. Bullish following XRP's 85% surge over the past 7 days. The price is back to its highest point since mid-November 21. Well, let's keep going. XRP outperforms Ethereum and Layer 2 tokens. Price development since July 24. You can see it. The numbers are there, ladies and gentlemen. Come on in, 150%. That is absolutely impressive. Let us not forget that Ethereum lost the number 2 spot to XRP right before we got sued. XRP's meteoric rise as crypto-friendly Trump administration ignites markets. Who will Trump pick as Treasury Secretary? Listen to CoinDesk.
XRP on a tear as optimism for a crypto-friendly Congress and Trump administration ignites the markets. It's Monday, November 18th. This is CoinDesk Daily. I'm your host, Christine Lee. XRP catapulting to a 3-year high over the weekend to more than $1.20, with futures bets soaring to record levels. Open interest for XRP derivatives surpassed $2 billion on Sunday, betting on further volatility in the price of the 6th largest cryptocurrency in $65 billion market capitalization. The trend is fueled by optimism about easing regulatory headwinds, as a crypto-friendly Trump administration may benefit tokens linked to U.S.-based companies such as Ripple Labs. Additionally, the forthcoming addition of Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin and French bank Société Générale-backed Euro stablecoin to XRP Ledger could boost institutional adoption of the network. Speaking of crypto-friendly Trump administration, when it comes to who will become the next Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, founder of investment firm Key Square Capital Management and a former money manager for George Soros, is taking the lead on Polymarket over Howard Lutnick, CEO of Tether custodian Cantor Fitzgerald. Former Federal Reserve Governor Kevin Warsh is close behind, and Apollo Global Management CEO Mark Rowan is rising in odds. The New York Times reporting that President-elect Donald Trump is having second thoughts about his 2 top picks and is slowing down his selection process in favor of interviewing the latter 2 candidates this week at Mar-a-Lago. Trump reportedly feels annoyed by Lutnick's constant presence and influence on the selection process for his own interests, though he remains a top pick for tech entrepreneur Elon Musk, who is a close Trump advisor. Trump's picks for other top agencies that could impact crypto, namely the Securities and Exchange Commission and Commodities Futures Trading Commission, are still unknown. CoinDesk's Nick Day reporting that as Republicans solidify their hold on the U.S. House, Senate, and White House, crypto industry groups are more optimistic on passing some kind of crypto legislation, whether that's a new version of the Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act, aka FIT21, a stablecoin bill, a Bitcoin strategic reserve bill, or something else entirely is less clear. But the chances of passing through the legislative process and becoming law have increased dramatically. Blockchain Association CEO Kristen Smith telling CoinDesk that, quote, industry groups are coordinating to get on the same page. That's it for CoinDesk Daily.
And we love it. And shout out to Christine and CoinDesk for that report. We got to watch this closely and keep an eye out, too. I'm going to have a video about what's going on with policy and appointments and those types of things, because we are going to have the House, the executive branch, and the Senate. So whatever they do, it's going to go through. So now we got to get real clear about who's being chosen as these appointees to these positions, so we can make sure that whatever is done here doesn't harm us all over again. You know, we don't want a Gary Gensler or Jay Clayton 2.0 situation. All right, let's keep moving here. Let's take a look at some of these charts. XRP bullpen, it appears to be breaking down. Let's hope this is a fake out before a big move to $1.96, says Block Bull. Give them a follow. And then we have this, Crypto Bull, give them a follow. XRP formed a bullish symmetrical triangle. Looks like this will break out. It says in the next 24 hours with the price shooting above $1.30. I don't have a problem with it. How about you? And then we see this. I want you to listen to Armando Pontuja here, who said over a year ago that he was calling for, I think, 8 to 15 or 8 to 13 bucks or something, and it really could go to 25 to 30. So listen to this quick clip from him.
This is huge news. Rumors are flying that Gary Gensler may step down as the SEC chair. For years, Gary Gensler has been the face of anti-crypto regulation and anti-crypto sentiment. XRP has a ridiculous amount of potential. It's been artificially held down by the SEC and Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler's departure optimism will rise quickly in the XRP world. That, along with a symmetrical triangle pattern, a textbook breakout setup, a MACD crossover which confirms bullish momentum, and increasing volume, which shows us that the big players are starting to get involved. The last time we had an environment like this, XRP rose from pennies to $3 very rapidly. We could see an $8 to $20 XRP very soon. What do you?
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? And give all of these guys a follow for working so hard. Here's Block Bull again that says this is why XRP is stuck. He said currently tackling resistance along the daily close, the upper blue trend line, which you can see right here, which it has hit before, right? So there it is again. So this is a critical area for it to break through. That's what we want to see. I definitely want to see it, and I know you do too. And we got so much good news in front of us. How can it not at some point break through this, right? Unless we're all wrong, which I don't think we are. Not financial advice. Dark Defender says, good morning all. XRP formed double coffee cup formation. You know what happens next. There are new supports and resistances, and the new supports are $1.0395. The targets to watch are $1.88. $3.09 and $5.85. He said, we have detailed overview 2 days back for Spartans and Defenders. I believe we covered that here as well. You can see that double cup formation there. So we will see if we get that massive breakout. How cool would that be? Crypto Insights UK, give this guy a follow here. He's showing, listen, I love this, and I don't have the time to break this video down, but I wanted to show this because you need to give this guy a follow if you haven't done it too. Crypto Insight UK. Shout out to Will. He does a fantastic job, and he shows some nice correlations between the XRP and Bitcoin chart, which is a great vibe to catch too. So make sure you check that out. I've got it on my profile and his. And then here's Eggrag Crypto, who throws up this. And I really love this because what he shares here is the market cap, right? Confirmed market cap, 1.83 trillion. In other words, what he says here, if XRP were to have a $1.83 trillion market cap, based on the idea that we could see a $5 trillion market cap for crypto itself, then if XRP could capture that much of the market, we could be staring down that $32 plus XRP. But I love being able to see what the market cap has to be in order for it to attain the price we're all looking for, right? So I thought that was a great way to leave it today, and that is where I'm going to leave it. It's not financial advice from me or anyone else. It's just my digital perspectives. Do me a favor, if you would, please. Please hit the like and subscribe and share this with someone you know. This is a crucial time, and we don't want anyone to not know about what's happening right now. If they choose to not participate, that's on them. But if they don't know, that's something we can help them fix, right? I'll catch all of you on the next one.